Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 15 Week 9 Day 5. So today, what do we have? We got ourselves the good old City of Thieves with a horrible variant. So they of course released the Deep Delve and it is nowhere near as good as the original. Has still a few treasure rooms, but they are all located in very unfavorable locations that aren't anywhere near as good as the default format, where you just walk in and literally every single room is one step away, with every multiplier also one step away. So horrible layout compared to normal, where you have treasure room, all one step off, so you can take the Cedric immediately, plus 2 5x rooms, 2 4x rooms. It's a really solid faction layout, and yeah, the deep delve is not better. So there's literally no reason to ever deep delve here other than, well, when we kind of have to during the event. Like right now, we are going to be completing the event, not all today, obviously. Over the course of the weekend, we will go complete this out, and yeah, it'll be good to go. Of course, same loot as per usual. Nothing expanded here, but you still get quite a few orbs along the way, a little title, some vault keys. And of course, we've been consuming all of our vault keys, so a little bit more for the pile as we finish them off. And aside from that, yeah, I guess it's pretty much everything. Gotta go complete out the other thing. What was that even? Adventure board? Yeah, we'll do that on... Oh, wait! All battles on a single adventure board. Oh, I actually have to do all of adventure board for once. I normally only do some of the battles. Most of this I would have skipped too. Well, I guess we'll do all of it. We might as well start here. Or just chatting. But anyways, hello everyone! Hope you guys have been doing well. We start all the way from the top. The storm's still storming, but it's not that big of a storm. It kind of curved away, so that's great. It was always going to be a tropical storm, but yeah, we've been pretty lucky with hurricanes so far this year. Not a single one has hit as an actual hurricane. It's always been as what would you call it? Tropical storms. So that's nice. It is still raining, windy outside, but electricity has not gone out yet, so that's good. Not a single time yet. Though it is going to be hitting a little bit harder tomorrow morning / afternoon, so see how we are by then. But even if it does, like let's say electricity goes out, then we should be back by the time we stream tomorrow night, so probably wouldn't affect the channel at all, even though I probably won't have electricity for like half the day. Hello Bill, hello Tyrion, hello Lesta, hello Sani, hello hello Supernova, hello Imperial, hello Bill, hello yeah, hello Isabel, hello Shushu Ninja, hello Chad, who missed? Hello everyone else, welcome. Alright, let's go get our mana. And let's go clear out all the objectives. Probably mostly going to be doing the faction today. Of course, we covered a whole video on it earlier, and it's kind of funny. I don't think I updated the thumbnail yet, did I? I think it's still the image of the one guy. Because I was doing it late at night. And of course, by that point, I was like, I'm about to crash. But I was like still awake enough to get it out. But then it's like, I can't go bother making a thumbnail right now. So I just like took the in-game image of one and made that within like 15 seconds compared to making an actual thumbnail, which would have taken at least like 5-10 minutes. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do this real quick. And I think it's still the thumbnail too. Never bothered switching it back at any point today. Should probably go do that. That's not that big a deal. People still find the video. This is a slightly different thumbnail than the normal format we always do. Yeah, for once, watch a clear all of adventure board. That's something we almost never do these days, surprisingly. The main reason being is just because of, it's just not really needed. There's just so many loots that are just not that good, as far as everything in there. Final one, we should be good to go. Alright, get our mana. And that should be objective complete. Nice. And the other one will get them passively over time, so we don't really need to worry about it. No worry, City of Thieves, we shall go into you soon. I kind of want to clear out a few other things before we do. Just because once we do, we're going to be down there for quite a while. Not Underspire, we'll save Underspire for later. Gosh, we've been doing so horrible on Underspire this week. I think this will go down as the worst we have ever performed on any Underspire up to this point, which is, of course, not ideal, but we are very much on track for it to be that way. But hopefully we'll improve a bit more in the future. Anyways, let me go clear out dungeons. Can we get top 3? Oh, wait, that's still good. Wait. Oh, nope, weakness trap. Oh, weakness, honestly, one of the more annoying ones. And web, weakness and web. I'm just gonna go for some cleanse there. It's almost like silence in a sense, being webbed. As far as what we're gonna be using anyways. Alright, we'll Zolgoth it down. Should be fine. Let's hope so. Alright, we'll take our mana, get that over there, get our explosion. Get our Catherics on Bone Dragon. Get out the destroy. Yeah, we'll go for it again. Come on, can you just loop into yourself a billion times for once? You know you want to. You're only ever gonna see that once ever. I remember that one time we did get a triple on him. It is possible. It's just very unlikely. But it does happen. You've been using Queen Beatrix for it? Yeah, I've been considering switching up the team. I'm not sure why I keep using this. I did this team initially because, I wanted to go show what Catherics can do. And for whatever reason, I still am using it to this day. I meant to show it like back when 7.0 came out, like what, 2-3 months ago? And for whatever reason, I just keep using it. There's a lot of other options you could be running for this. I just happen to still be running Zolgoth Catherics from when we switched the team to Catherics ages back at this point. Well, not ages, but you know, a couple months ago. And never bothered switching it back. We'll kill that one out, even though that one has a more annoying effect. Ooh, I was hoping you would not get your more annoying effect up. It's a lot of blue. I wish I could use that blue. I technically could if Zolgoth didn't die. Okay, is this going to be just a race of him getting full mana before that thing does? Sure seems like it. The problem is he's doing pretty good at doing his. Let's take that, get over Cascade mana. Not enough, but he's also not getting his, so we're fine. You did not surge, just not ideal. But that'll be enough. We throw it at you, and you're down. Good to go. Alright, one more. Oh, Forest Crystals. Apparently we already did another one. I think that was just for matching green. And luckily, Catherics' special gem counts as green. It's actually a variant of green, so it does indeed count as green when taken on the board. Also, I didn't even realize it this morning. Someone mentioned in the comment section, the Leonis Empire is actually 30 star, apparently, as of the most recent troop. I didn't realize it was that close. But, yeah, I don't think we're going to get it anytime soon. One of the reasons I somewhat forgot about it was because I already plan on upgrading Sword's Edge. And they're both blue. So Leonis Empire being level 30 doesn't really do much if you're already trying to upgrade Sword's Edge. Because they're both a blue kingdom. Like if we go check Leonis Empire right over here. Being able to level at 30s is blue. And of course, we're primarily using our blues right now for Sword's Edge. Actually, never mind. We already got Sword's Edge to 30. What am I saying? I forgot. We actually already physically did that. Not getting close. We literally already did. So, yeah, I guess that's where we're going to put our blues next, I guess. What is it? Another armor bonus? I think so. What's your bonus for being upgraded? Yeah, it's another armor kingdom. Same as Sword's Edge. But yeah, to be able to upgrade it, we need a lot more. Let's just say that's 4, so that's 6. I would need another 22 blue deed books. You know how long that's going to take in the current state of the game? That is going to take forever and a half. Especially since all of our writs are, of course, going to purple. Which I still haven't upgraded our Purple Kingdom yet. I've still been holding out for them hitting 30 stars. As that's going to start trickling in more and more over time soon. A lot of them are really close, like 28, 27 star. Anyways. Alright, we did that. What's the only thing left for the XP objective? Oh, nothing. We can actually activate it whenever. I will activate it during something today, though not quite yet. But yeah, let's go. Oh, then again, if we are going to activate it, wouldn't now make the most sense? If we're about to go to low-level faction, now would be the exact time we'd want to activate it. Ooh, you know what? Actually, we will. I'm going to go Rowan quick kill on City of Thieves and just run our XP booster on it. All right, we'll roll with that. Yep, 15-minute XP booster. And let's go do some City of Thieves. Faction fight. Technically, we already started it. I mostly just wanted to do that to get to a certain point during the video so we could show that a little bit easier. But, yeah, we're just running quick kill Rowan. Very standard. Click button, click Rowan, dead, rinse and repeat until it stops working. Then go to a stronger team like Tesla or Diamantina or literally anything you have that can hit all enemies simultaneously very hard. And go from there. That's pretty much the game plan. There we go, insta-kill options, of course. which, I don't know, we might switch to that. We might try the Diamantina route, though. Or even the Tesla route, we'll see. We'll switch it up a little. Might even go double Tesla instead of single Tesla, because I believe for the video I showed single Tesla. But, I might go down the double Tesla route, especially if we're using it at the slightly deeper range. Remember, if we're doing that super early range, like what we're doing right now, you would only need single Tesla. But the deeper to go, the more you would need another Tesla. Yeah, I really hate this place's new layout. I can't believe they did such a great one, and then followed it up with a horrifically bad layout. So bad. It's a little unfortunate. Though in all fairness, it was going to be hard to top what City of Thieves was. But, you know, you could have at least tried. Whereas this faction's not even remotely close. Alright, I'll get a Royan down. Should be good to go. So I gotta keep paying attention if Rowan's gonna get to full mana or not. Because when it does, we're actually good to go. We can just simply click on it and instantly get our kill. Right, do we need anything over there? Let's go for Explosion. Take a green, get a Rowan. As will be pretty much every battle. Oh, I gotta go pretty quick because we do need those very juicy extra XP boosts. Because we are winning. Rolling team can win about 4 times a minute. Obviously, with us picking our battles, it's probably close to like 3.5 per minute. But it's one of the quickest teams, if not the quickest, for running low level when you don't have Dust Devil. So we're still getting quite a few wins in for the extra XP bonus. And gotta utilize it while we have it. Lately, we've been combining it with other things almost every single time. It's a little bit more convenient like that. We might Dust Devil some of them separately still in the future. There we go. Look at that nice normal format. I'm actually happy to see the normal layout, which feels weird because almost actually, I think every single faction up to this point has had a same value or better value deep delve as far as layout and everything. This is the very first one where it is just so much worse that we're actually hoping to see the normal layout rather than the deep delve, which is kind of sad. I will throw that one down. Oh, we're about to gain a level 2, thanks to double XP bonus. Like, it doesn't seem like it does much, but hey, it adds up. Slowly but surely, we shall hit our milestones. But the next one, of course, being 1,900. We're still a decent ways away from, but, you know, we'll get there. Oh, wait, I don't want to take that one yet. We actually want to take these 2 tier 4s first before we take the tier 5, because the tier 5 is a treasure room tier 5. The top left and bottom rooms are all treasure rooms guaranteed on this area. So you normally want to take the 2 tier 4s first and then take the multiplier order. Unless you have a Cedric in play, in which case you want to take the Cedric first. I normally don't bother checking for it, unless you have like a really heavy gold related team. Where it would actually benefit you a lot if you took Cedric first. Doesn't really get too much of a benefit. But you do get a lot of gold when you do fully utilize it. Because most teams don't fully utilize it unless you're using like a Greed or something. Like Leprechaun partially utilizes it. But you're not really going to hit max gold with a Leprechaun team. Not quickly anyways. Normally it gets to cast once or twice. Which, you know, does give you big bursts of gold, but it does not get you anywhere near max capacity. Only does 20% per cast, compared to some things that do, you know, the full bar, or, you know, the full amount in one singular cast. Alright, do we need to do anything with all this? Nope, it'll just do itself. Gosh, I love that explosion. Oh, purple! Look at that. There's the level up. Your little mail. Let's keep racking in the XP. Might as well use it now at the earlier fights while they go pretty much as quick as anything. These obviously the later fights are going to slow down quite a bit. Not like a huge amount, but you know. It'll be close to like 2 to 3 a minute rather than like 4-ish. The only thing really slowing down our speed is more so just clicking the room every single time. And remember to claim loot. Not sure why. I always feel like it'll like auto-claim itself. You actually have to manually click over to it. I think the worst part is accidentally running away. I accidentally almost did that this morning when I wasn't paying much attention to it before we covered the video. Like, I almost ran away thinking like, oh, we're already done. Like, you know, run away with the chest button there, rather than claim loot. Because they're both the same button, it just says something different there. I'm not sure if I've ever accidentally done that, but I've gone very close to accidentally doing that many times. Like clicking the runaway button before you've actually finished out a faction, thinking that you've already finished out the faction. It's normally easy to tell because, you know, you would take the final boss room last, so you would normally know if you have or haven't done that. But at any point, the button's pretty much the same. I find it really weird that it doesn't have like a red background or something. There's one thing that always kind of confused me in that regard when it comes to factions. Is, you know, the runaway button right now is green. And, you know, the confirm button for your chest, once it's fully done, is also green. You would think the runaway button would be, you know, like yellow, red, probably red, and not green. But, like you'd expect the claim chest button to be green, of course. But I still find it weird that they don't use a different color indicator there, just so you'd kind of know. Also, I stalled my turn with Black Manacle there, just in case we needed more damage, but more so because I already had enchant full mana. And it's quicker just to stall our turn than to cast Leprechaun. Because unless Leprechaun lands extra turn, it's actually could delay it more than if we just pass our turn, basically. Yeah, I miss the City of Thieves layout. I'm pretty sure some people still run this as a daily, too. Running 3 City of Thieves per day. I personally haven't. I'm kind of glad we haven't, because that would have mean for the last, like, 5 years, we would have spent an extra 15 minutes a day doing that event. How much time that would rack up to be overtime? It's one of the reasons why I've kind of been combining the 15 minutes with some of our daily thingies. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but gosh, does it add up to be a ridiculous number of time if you start counting it in hundreds of days. Which I think is the issue with daily systems in almost every game, in a sense. Is even like a 1-minute daily might not seem like much. But if you're planning on the game to have longevity in the, you know, hundreds of days, literal years, those numbers add up even one singular minute. They add up very quickly. Especially if it's things that don't naturally happen, which I think are like the worst type of dailies in the game. Luckily, most of Gems of War's dailies, especially the campaign these days, like you can just ignore it and it gets done automatically. Like those are good dailies, weeklies. Like the ones where, you know, you can just do natural gameplay and it gets done. Like obviously some modes you need to go out of your way for because you're, you know, the specific modes they have to play. But I don't know, generally dailies and stuff like that, they should be things you would automatically just be doing anyways. And luckily, most of Gems of War dailies are like that. Not all of them, but a good number of them. And the campaign was really switched to that in the most recent changes they made. Like, I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 campaigns that we've had in pretty much since they made that change, we've gotten done without even looking at it. Whereas before, we'd have to, like, dedicate... it was still didn't take that long. We'd have to dedicate, like, you know, half an hour to an hour to finishing them all out. But now you just ignore them, and they still get done pretty much day one. Kind of nice. You accidentally went beyond 20? Oh no! Yeah, honestly, I was considering it way back when City of Thieves first came out. It was such an insanely overpowered layout. I was like, should I keep this at this forever? And I was like, nah, they're not going to leave something like that that broken in the game for like 5+ years, right? 5+ years later. Like, the reason I upgraded City of Thieves, well, other than just to make sure we had max faction on everything and all that, was mostly because I didn't think they would keep something that broken in the game for that long. Like, you know, I thought it'd be like, oh, a couple weeks from now they'll fix it, a couple months from now they'll fix it, a couple patches from now they'll fix it. 5 years later, still has not been fixed at all in any way, shape, or form. Still as broken now as it was day one. Or you could just camp it at full multiplier the entire time. If you kept it at the lowest possible level. But I wonder how many percent of the player base has at this point. I assume it's only a single-digit number. But the people that have get so much more loot from that every single day. Though they do basically add themselves another daily every single day, though. In doing that. But if you're already going to be doing the daily of Underworld, you get a lot more value doing it on level 20 City of Thieves than you would from anything else. Because for whatever reason, to this day, which still makes no sense, Higher difficulty does not give you better loot in Delves. I'm not sure why, but you get the exact same loot at level 20 as you do at 500. If anything, you actually get better loot at 20 than you do at 500, both in how much time it takes as well as the multiplier that you have. It's really weird. And they have never changed it. It's like the weirdest thing in this game as far as how it's balanced. And it was brought to their attention so many times and they've never done anything about it. Oh, what do we need there? We'll take a poke, get a Ruane. So gosh, I feel the need to sneeze. Because from the storm, it's like dusting up everything. And it's getting into the vents. So like my allergies are starting to flare up. And like all day today, I've just been having like random needs to sneeze. And still have barely actually sneezed today. I did it like twice. But felt like I need to like a dozen different times. It's been very windy from the storm. It's gonna be really bad tonight too, but after that, it should be pretty much past. At least they've just been tropical storms. We've been really lucky on hurricanes so far this year, in the sense that they haven't really been happening. It's kind of weird because I have like a skewed perception of it now. Because the first few years I was here, hurricanes were so horrifically bad. Like the worst that's hit the area in like decades. And then like kind of calmed down after that. But I'm still like paranoid when it was like super ridiculously strong all the way at the beginning of it. Also, I only bought to tier 3. I believe this is enough to finish the event by Sunday. I honestly don't remember. We'll buy tier 4 if we really need it. Definitely have the gems too, that's for sure. But I believe tier 3, as long as you don't get like super bad Valraven luck, it should be fine. If we're a little short, we'll just throw it down. But I'm pretty sure by Sunday we have more than enough battles. Of like 3-4 spares. There's no point in rushing down the faction event. Some of them it's a little bit more beneficial too. The faction event is definitely not one of them where you gain like any benefit from doing it quicker. Compared to just stalling it throughout the weekend. I was gonna say, I would love if we could get a kill option there. I was hoping Mirage Queen would get something, and it did. Also, the rush method is kind of weird for this. You actually have multiple paths in a sense. You can go down middle, you can go down top. Although, going down to, up top does do one additional room. Yeah, you kind of would have to go middle. It reminds me, you know what faction this actually reminds me more of than City of Thieves, even though it is City of Thieves? It reminds me of Stonesong Aerie, where it has like that multi-branching path kind of thing. And then converges all the way back at the boss room. It's like a mini version of Stonesong Aerie. Very similar layout to that place. So we'll hand out the first code soon, by the way. We'll hand it out, how about once we hit 2 sigils? It should be pretty soon, unless we get a Valraven here. Like, once we hit floor 100, how about that? It's basically 2 sigils anyways. Once we hit floor 100, we'll hand out the first code and then have the other one a little bit. Probably while we're handing out Vault keys. We're not handing out, I wish. While we're using Vault keys, I should say. I do not have any Vault keys to hand out. I wish I did, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think we've ever had a Vault key in a redeem code before. There was one time they handed out an epic Vault key in a redeem code. I think they did that like once or twice, but we weren't able to hand it out. But they did it as like a special thing way in the way in the past. This point, like what, 4 years ago? It's been a good while. You fired up the Gems of War on the Switch? Oh yeah, I've been seeing Isabel play it on Switch as well. Not sure how far she got. Yeah, honestly, the new player experience on Switch was a lot of fun. I did it around the time when it launched, and I would say it's overall a pretty great experience. People on that platform are pretty much just as progressed as any other platform, though, at this point. Like, back in the day, it was, like, really fresh, because everyone was starting from square one. But yeah, the new player experience for Gems of War is not something I actually tried for a while. We used to make a new account, like, almost every year. I haven't made a new account, like, 4 or 5 years for this game yet. Should probably do it at some point. They've been doing a lot for the new player experience. I just feel like whenever I do it, I get tired of the account within, like, a couple weeks to a month. Like, it feels like time we could just be using on our main account. Because I probably played for almost 1,000 hours on accounts that wasn't this one. Is there a good way to get Dragonite? The best way to mass accumulate it is to just convert gems to Dragonite through merchants and the daily thing, where you can do it every single time. It's really expensive to do so, though. Most ways that you naturally accumulate Dragonite for free are really luck-based. Like from Dragonite gnomes during Vault events, or even just whenever, but mostly during Vault events. As well as whenever you get a perfect dungeon, you end up getting some. And at max difficulty perfect dungeon, you actually get 120 Dragonite. So it's very luck-based if you get it or not. So hello, Calamar. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, almost every way that you get Dragonite is either luck-based or sink gems into it. There's not really any consistent method to get it. While there used to be initially a way to kind of cheese dungeons when they first came out, they have since patched that, so you can't really cheese them like you were able to like the first week or two. Yeah, I do feel like that'd be a lot easier on console, the autoplay. Because you can literally just, like, mash A. Like, there are so many battles you could do just by mashing the A button. While occasionally holding the shoulder button so you can target or use your ability. Personally, the autoplay feature... Oh no, I almost just clicked run away. I was just talking about that earlier. But, what was I saying? The autoplay feature in Gems of War, I don't tend to use that often. I hate that you have to keep setting it every single time you start a fight. If it did it automatically after you activated it, I'd probably use it a lot more often. It just feels weird that you have to turn it on every single fight you ever do, rather than having a toggleable option like the options menu where it's like, hey, I want to have autoplay on now. But you have to reset it every single time you go into a fight, rather than just hitting one setting and then every fight you do just has it. If they ever changed that, I would definitely use it a lot more. There's a lot of changes I wish they would make to it. One of the biggest ones is, let us use it for treasure hunt. You know how many people would do all their maps if you let autoplay work on treasure hunt? You know how much playtime they would have in the game of everyone just, like, skyrocketing how much they have? If you allow us to use treasure hunts? Because you're basically just, like, slowly farming gems then. Which is something that Explore 12 grind does not do. You get resources that are decent, but not directly gems. Which is probably one of the reasons why they've never actually allowed it. Or have a feature for it. That, and they would have to code it to make sure it works, since there's no AI that actually, you know, currently does treasure hunt. Since, you know, there's not, like, an enemy team that does it. I would love to see that happen. Because if they ever added that, you could AFK around, I would say probably 30 gems an hour. Just by having the AI do treasure hunt over and over and over again. And once it finishes a map, you just go straight back into map and turn it back on. Manually, you can get about 50 to 70 per hour. So the AI would probably do about half that. Oh, we're getting to the point where this is not working anymore. Not getting those juicy one-shots. Oh, we're at 100. Okay, let me go hand out the code. I said at 100 we would. So we'll clear out this floor, then we'll change up our team, and we'll go hand out a code. The first of 2. I still have so many. Oh, so Jetto messaged me about the codes too earlier. Something about them. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was like really old codes being dead. Because there's some kind of issue with it. I think the issue is mostly mentioning it for, not my codes necessarily, but some of Genki's codes from like several months back. Because apparently there was some kind of issue with codes that were like over 6 months old. But luckily all of our older codes we've actually already handed out at this point. So that didn't actually affect us. And I'm actually kind of surprised because I held some older codes way back. And they were still working. Like back a couple years ago, I had some gem codes that Salty gave us a long while back. And I was still handing out some of them like a year and a half later. So it's kind of weird that some of Genki's from like a couple months ago or several months ago weren't working. Yeah, I had some gem codes from like over a year and a half back at one point that were still working. Like apparently they have some kind of expiration date just to kind of delete older ones, I guess. But luckily I don't have any older ones, so that didn't really affect us. Okay, so, speaking of codes, let me go hand out codes. I don't have it open right now, but let me go get the code section. And let me go grab one of the billion codes I still have for this month. Gosh, if I actually was to... If she's about to hand me, like, another 30, 40 codes in 2 weeks from now, we still have so many spears. I theoretically have, like, 30-something codes to hand out in 2 weeks. So we're definitely handing out at least 2 per stream for a little while, that's for sure. Try to hit that number. I don't want to use all of them because sometimes she doesn't give it immediately at the beginning of the month. She's been pretty good about it lately. However, just in case, still want to keep some reserve. Alright, let me get off of pure armor. Oh, do we still have the XP bonus? No, we already used up all that. Which makes sense. We got quite a bit of XP there. Even gained a level. Anyways, let me go grab the team from earlier. We're just going Iron God Zolgoth. I kind of want to go a little bit more creative than that. Like a Tesla build or something. Or even Diamantina. Honestly, I kind of want to go down Diamantina route. We have blue-purple, so I can't do, like, the red dragon Diamantina. It would just have to be, like, Thrall Leprechaun Diamantina. I guess that's still good enough. Like, does double Diamantina kill this range? Because if so, I'd rather have that over Iron God Zolgoth if we can still double-shot Diamantina. This is build a team from scratch, I guess. And see if double-shot Diamantina still kills this range. That's not what I wanted. Under Spiral, we'll see you soon. Not yet, though. Oh yeah, that reminds me. How are we doing on raids? Did our guild finish? Hey, good job, guild. And by good job, guild, I mean good job, Beowulf, for getting, like, top 50 on leaderboard. Because he just super carried. He almost has more points than the rest of the guild combined. Not quite. But gosh, does he have a big number. Anyways, let's go grab our loot. And this should be all the rewards at once. So if you were to complete out as a guild the entirety of words. Raids, you would end up getting 1 Vault Key, 5 tokens for the thing that's useless, 7 shiny keys, 55 gems, 10 event keys, 1 epic Vault Key, 30 Dragonite, 30 diamonds, 25 curse runes, 7,350 souls, 73,500 gold, a bunch of useless trait zones, a major green, 2 orbs that will hopefully be good, 5 arcanes, a orb of minions, 4 random orbs that will hopefully be good, 3 celestials, a title, and a portrait. Let's see what we get from the orbs. Come on, something good. Oh, nice. Interesting. All right, let me update these now before I forget, because I will forget within seconds. We got a ingot and a orb of oh, 1 more orb of glory, and we hit 150. Nice. Okay, I'm not even going to click confirm yet because I have a feeling we're going to get another one here. Right. Come on. Major pet orb like last night. Ooh, another glory. Okay, 2 minor glories. Well, that brings us to 150. Unfortunately, it did not roll in the bigger orbs, but I'll still take it. Not horrible. Could have been far worse, but there we go. Nice. And that was what we got for doing the entirety of raids. We'll go claim this. This is for our level up, and the other part was the redeem code. We'll have another redeem code in a little bit. Okay, let's go revamp our team for the event. Not that event, this event. Faction event. Fight, fight, fight. Alright, let's go Diamantina quick go, I guess. So get rid of all this, get a double Diamantina. 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 Alright, what else do we want? Let's get a Thrall, let's get a Leprechaun. Do I actually tank with the Leprechaun in case it dies? I'd rather have just a Thrall than just a Leprechaun. Let's go like that. Oh, but then you would block on purple, though. But we're probably just gonna take purple. Yeah, you know what? We'll do it like this, I guess. Actually, we'll do it like this. I think. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Then we just change the banner to purple... green? Let's do purple plus 1 green. Minus red, I guess. Actually, you know what? Let's not minus anything. If we're doing that, then we should go double purple. Alright, let's roll with that. Double purple Thrall, Leprechaun, Diamantina. Let's just see if this has kill range. As long as it does, then we should be good to go. If it doesn't, then we should probably switch to like a insta-kill team or something. Or Tesla even. Because Tesla would actually have a wider damage range. I'm pretty sure this is double Diamantina cast. Actually, even single Diamantina kills this range. Oh, but this is a super weak fight. This is not a good example of how much we could do. I said, hello, Genki. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your things. The codes will eventually expire. Found that out the hard way. Yeah, I saw that earlier. What's her name was mentioning me, or messaged me, Jetto. Because I saw when Isabel claimed some of the codes for me earlier on one of your streams. I wasn't able to make the stream, but I saw like the codes remains, and I saw like, hey, a bunch of empty codes. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I knew they were yours. But then Jetto messaged me with all the details on everything. But yeah, luckily, we've been keeping up with our codes pretty commonly these days. So I don't have any old codes. My oldest code is from a month ago. Whereas at one point, I had codes from like a year and a half back. And they were still working, surprisingly. I guess it's a somewhat newer feature that they actually expire. Because there's one point, I had codes for almost 20 months straight. Yeah, we're hoarding. I was almost going to do that with the Sharky codes. Good thing I didn't. They may have expired. Though I mostly didn't because we ran out of codes because she wasn't keeping up with giving us more. There was a dry streak where we didn't have any for a while. So just handing out some sharks, or the last of our sharks. I do hope we get more of whatever the pet is for next month, because obviously we're going to be getting a Halloween pet next month most likely. And I really hope we get more than one. And if they are going to do one, at least make it like different ones. Like maybe like 3 ones, but you know, all 3 of those ones are like different ones for different Halloween years. I know he revived, that's not ideal. Luckily we have so much mana, I don't think it matters much. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Genki. Great to hear. Oh, Tyrion's been feeling better. Oh yeah, I didn't even ask you. Is Tyrion even here? Wasn't he here earlier? Yeah, Tyrion's, how's your arm doing? From a couple days ago. Has it gotten better? Because it's almost been a whole week now. Oh, I was about to take that. That's the only problem with the explode at start of battle. Sometimes it gets rid of something really good. Like, more often than not, it's helpful rather than a hindrance, but, really annoying when you have, like, a perfect starting board, and it's like, nope, no board for you. I think the most annoying thing about the explosion is actually that you can't, look at the board preemptively. Normally, when all the traits are triggering, you have a few seconds to look at the board. But whenever you get the explode, it actually, you can't do that. Because you have to, you know, the board state will be different after the explode. So you can't look at it at the initial few seconds and know what to take. Like, you're only going to have, like, 1 second to look at the board rather than a few. Yeah, the downsides with the explosion, but I would say the upsides generally outweigh the downsides that it has. Alright, it's almost fully better. That's good to hear then. Making progress. Burger time? Nice. I haven't had a burger in a while. Though I do believe I have everything in the house to make one, so... Might at some point later. Hello, Henry. Welcome, welcome. No, we're not one-shotting any. Oh, never mind. We still are. Never mind. I was gonna say we're not one-shotting anymore, but luckily it's pretty easy to get both of them to full mana. But I keep forgetting the skull boost ratio. Gosh, Diamantina just does so much damage. It's kind of insane. I'm really curious what the new dragons will be. Because it seems like we're getting another wave of dragons, pretty much just like how Diamantina was. And I'm really curious how strong the next Diamantina equivalent's going to be. Because Diamantina is already kind of insane with what it could do. It's hard to think of something even stronger. Unless it's going to be a skull-oriented one. As of course, this is a very cast-heavy mythic. While it does have skull boost ratio and does create Doom Skulls, it is primarily a cast mythic, not a skull mythic. Even though everything about it boosts based on skulls. And has a skull storm. So it technically does actually have a good set of skull-related stuff. But it is primarily cast, not skull. Whereas the other one would be probably more skull-based rather than cast. And it'd probably have pretty good synergy, too. Because you get Skull Storm from Diamantina, you would get the skull boost ratio from Diamantina, and then you'd have the other thing which would create a bunch of skulls and whatever else. We don't know if that's what's going to do, but it feels like it would. Because assumably Diamantina would have really good synergy with whatever this new dragon's going to be. Though in all fairness, Diamantina technically has good synergy with everything in existence. It covers every color. It's kind of hard for it not to have synergy on most teams, as it just covers everything. It can tank, it has skulls. It has one of the strongest AoE damages in the game. And by one of, I mean actually the strongest. There are situations where you'd use other ones like Tesla, Queen of Titania, and a few other things like that. But as long as you have the mana accumulation, Diamantina is like the biggest single cast AoE in the game. By quite a margin too. Compared to like Phoenicia or Scourge of Honor. Ooh, you don't have full mana, and you need it to win. So we'll do that. Do that. And there's our win. The only ingredient you need to make a burger is a burger. True. Oh no, I'm not a fan of just like completely plain burgers though. Need some good cheese, lettuce, red onion, ketchup, maybe mayo. Like I can't remember the last time I've ever had just like a burger and nothing on it, other than bread. Otherwise you literally just have like a meat patty at that point. Because I can't stand like plain meat for the most part, because I'm not a big meat person. Like it has to be fashioned up with a bunch of vegetables and other things. Oh, especially if you saute them. I haven't done that in a while. Sauteed onions on a burger. So good. Normally I don't bother to. I probably should the next time I do them up. Keep forgetting what the treasure rooms are, but it's right here, here, and here. It's such weird locations. Like, you'd expect it to be, like, one on each side. But, nope, two on the bottom, one on the top, and, it's just such a weird layout in every way. Not sure what they were thinking with this one. So did he just mana drain us when we had Bless on? That's kind of convenient. Wait, do we even have access to Bless right now? Now that I think about it. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, we did go deep enough to have Bless. Nice. That would explain why he didn't mana drain us. For a second, I thought he may have targeted something that wasn't, you know, didn't have mana. But no, just because we have Bless on everything, so he can't mana drain us. As that's one actually really useful thing that Bless does have. Immune to mana drain. Out of all the immunities you gain from Bless, it's among one of the more useful ones, because even things with Impervious do not have immune to mana drain. So you can give them immune to mana drain by blessing them. Something normally not worth going out of your way for in a fight, but if you can get it for pretty free with some kind of ability, or in this case the potion effect, it's pretty nice in that regard. It's not worth having a troop just to do it, but if you could fit it in somehow without hindering the team, it works out really nicely. The problem is there's so few ways to do it. There's a lot of really good status effects in the game that there's just not a really consistent way to apply it in a reasonable way that's also attached to a good troop. One of the most egregious status effects probably in that regard is Reflect. Reflect, in theory, is among one of the strongest buff effects in the game, as far as what it could potentially do. But it's almost never used because almost nothing viably sets Reflect, while also being a good troop. Which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, as time goes on, they'll probably add it to more things. We don't have too many ways of doing it now. And the few that aren't really worth building around. You need to try the new Chick-fil-A pimento cheese chicken sandwich. Sounds good. I never eat at Chick-fil-A, though. Not for any moral reason, just because I can't have peanut oil and they use all their things in peanut oil. So I've actually never once ate at Chick-fil-A. I have heard they are pretty good. But they dip their fries in poison, so I can't eat them, unfortunately. So I just never eat anything there, just to play it safe. Now that I think about it, though, I don't really eat at any chicken fast food place, though. But the only exception probably being KFC. Oh yeah, we have a kill objective today to kill 150 Brown. We just now finished that, gosh. Almost forgot about that. At least we don't have to go out of our way for it. Once again, another daily that's done automatically. Gotta love it. Yeah, that's the problem too. I don't think Reflect does anything to insta-kill or devour or anything like that. If it insta-killed them back, that would be really funny. It does for Archer's effect, though. Archer's is programmed a bit weirdly. Archer's insta-kill when reflected does kill it because it's like almost infinite damage. So even a 25% reflect will just kill it outright. But Archer is the only exception. Every other insta-kill in the game is coded in a much different way where reflect does nothing against it. Archer is the only exception out of any of them. Because it's coded more like infinite damage rather than like an insta-kill mechanic. So when any amount of reflect is applied to it, it gets obliterated. I'm not sure why. It's the only exception in the entire game. And what's weird is the other insta-kill off of hero being Thief. Or not Thief, Assassin. It does not apply to Assassins, insta-kill damage. Only Archers. Programmed way different than the other ones for some reason. Also because it's a really old troop. It was back when the hero classes first came out. Like we're talking like 6-7 years ago. And they just never bothered changing the codes since then. Even though it's been different since then. It's the only one coded like that. They never bothered fixing it. And probably never will at this point. Like if it affected more things, they probably would. Like how they fixed insta-kills in general to be more uniform. Because at one point, there was only some that could hit through barrier and some that couldn't. And then they revamped them. But in that revamp, they never fixed Archer. Because there was a big issue with that in the past. Where like there were multiple different insta-kills and each one behaved differently. But now they made all of them uniform except Archers. Like literally all of them except Archer. Kind of unfortunate. I guess they just kind of forgot about it or something. They might not even know it's an issue anymore. Be surprised they just completely forgot. Yeah, reflect tanks, it's really weird. I love the mechanic in various games, like reflect tanks and similar builds. And it's really weird because the first match 3 game they ever made, Puzzle Quest 1, they did reflect tanks so good in that game. Yeah, for whatever reason, every game they've done after, Puzzle Quest or Gems of War related, they haven't really done reflect tanks that good. I'm not sure why. Like, the very first game they did it amazingly, and then every game since, it just has always been really underwhelming. Including in Gems of War. Because Scroll Reflect, reflect mechanics, stuff like that, just barely does anything. It doesn't do enough reflect relative to what you would need. And it doesn't apply to insta-kill or devour or death mark or, you know, any of the other things like that. Also, to some degree, it doesn't apply to infinite loop teams either. Because there's currently nothing like... Oh, you know what would be a really fun mechanic? Gain reflect when I take damage. That would be such a fun mechanic to have on a troop. Nothing currently has it. That shouldn't even be like a legendary or mythic trait. That should just be a trait that some troops can have, just randomly. Gain reflect when it takes damage. Kind of like how there's a trait right now where you will gain submerge if you take damage. So the first time you take damage, it'll just apply normally. But then after that, you would get the 50% reflect. Kind of like how submerge does. Like if you throw an AoE initially on a troop like that, you'll still hit them. But then if you do it again, they'll have submerge. Like something like that would be so nice for reflect. Though it would punish teams that do a lot of chip damage over time. But to some degree, you kind of need it with how many infinite loop teams there are. Because most infinite loop teams are chip damage teams. Where they like slowly do damage over time. And reflect when taking damage would be so good against that. Like, it wouldn't kill them outright, but it would definitely make it more intimidating if you had, like, 2 troops. Because that would make it if... Like, let's say you had, like, infinite loop, I don't know, Todd or any of them. Any of those, like, Journey infinite loops. You could only kill 2 troops with your infinite loop if you don't have another damage source, if they had reflect on take damage. You get reflected enough by the time you hit them so many times that you too would die out if you didn't have, like, an HP heal or something. Which would make you have to waste a slot for it. Would be a really fun mechanic. Another one that would be really fun that they haven't really explored too much, though they already have it coded. So like something like that they could easily add. They already have it for Submerge, they could add it for other effects. But another one that would be really good is apply negative effect to enemy per cast. Currently the only one that does this is Stun. And while Stun's not awful, it's obviously not as good as Freeze or Silence or, you know, any of those like that. That would be so absurdly strong. If there was a legend or a mythic that could freeze or silence whenever the enemy casted. As it would potentially interrupt their infinite loop. They need more things like that to kind of do that. Because there's just too much of an infinite loop meta in the current state of the game. It'd be nice to kind of switch it up like that. Like, infinite loops will still be used even after that, but I don't know, it'll kind of reduce their use a little bit. Okay, we'll take that one down. Yeah, we got one more if we don't get a Valraven here. Well, between all the battles we go in the next 2 days, we should be good to go. After this, I guess we're gonna go do Underspire. I'll probably do Underspire for the rest of the stream at this point. Because knowing our luck, we're going to be going and scouting out the entire floor again. Has anyone tried a 4 Zolgoth team? No. Actually, how many Zolgoths do I have? I think I only bothered crafting 2. Realistically, even 2 is kind of clunky. Like, 2 Diamantina works because, you know, it covers, like, every color and AoE. You know, double tap on AoE is just really strong. But, I don't know. Double Zolgoth just feels really clunky in a lot of builds. I have tried it before. I was not that big of a fan of it, though. There's also the slight issue where double Zolgoth sometimes only gets a triple kill rather than a quad kill. Whereas, you know, double Diamantina would, assuming you'd basically always be using a Diamantina, double Diamantina in a situation where 2 casts will wipe. Like right now, for example. Whereas, double Zolgoth does not always wipe the enemy team. Yeah, double Zolgoth is harder to fill full mana to than double Diamantina, oddly enough. Not only is Zolgoth slightly higher mana cost, but he only uses 3 colors instead of 6. But hello, Florian! Welcome, welcome. which makes Diamantina's actual mana cost deceptively low. Like, 30 might sound high, but if you divide it based on, you know, how much of each mana it consumes when you're, like, mass mana accumulating off the board, it theoretically has a very similar mana cost to Thrall or Leprechaun. Because there are 6 colors, so it's using 5 mana per thing. So, in a sense, it almost has a 5 mana cost. It doesn't literally have a 5 mana cost. But if you break it down like that, it kind of does have a 5 mana cost. If you're accumulating equally for every single color simultaneously and it's not blocked by anything whatsoever. Which might sound like a rare circumstance, but it happens a lot more than you think, including with this team setup right here. Like, that ratio of mana cost is technically lower than both Thrall and Leprechaun. If you break it down like that. It's one of the reasons why it feels like it gets mana so quickly when you're doing a mass destroy. Because effectively, it is lower mana cost than both the other 2 troops we're using. In a theoretical sense, not a literal sense. But it gets its mana so quick because of that. Oh no, he revived. And even if he revived there again, we still had extra turn into like 3 skulls. Oh, I was hoping we'd get a little more mana, though. I don't think it's going to matter. There's enough skulls on the board to already win. We're good to go. Alright, 2 more battles. If we don't get a Valraven here, we're off to the Underspire. I'll probably do Underspire the rest of the stream then. And hopefully not get a bad path. So far, we've only picked 1 correct path the entire time. Like, we are like 90% incorrect paths. It's actually kind of insane this week. We have never had a worst... Like, we went 2.5 floors doing a perfect incorrect run. So, not a perfect run, but literally every single incorrect room without trying to take incorrect rooms. It was the longest streak we've ever had of incorrect choices in Underspire. Alright, let's go again. Let's see how we go. Alright, tributes ready? To the Underspire. I already know we're gonna need it, so let me go do it right now. Let me buy max torches. We're investing heavily this week. But you know we're gonna need it, so let's just stock up while we can. Boom, boom, boom. Because we only have today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And we still have 3 whole sections to get through. Which means every single day I need to be getting through 1 whole section. Alright, let's go. 1 section at a time. Alright, oh, I was about to click Leprechaun and then realize, oh yeah, we don't have Leprechaun. Sad. I already miss having Leprechaun. We're only 1 battle in without it, and I already miss it. Alright, I don't have, oh, I do have a Cascade there, so we'll grab that. Get Piskia, please don't miss. Well, you got mana. Didn't quite do the other aspect we needed, though. Devour, go. Wow, 2 casts, no Devour. Round 3? Bound to Devour eventually. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that. I thought we'd still have alignment. Oh, we'll go Piskia again. Thank you. There we go. That's what we want next year. And I always take some mana, do it again. And we're good to go. And then we get our extra Piz Skull in there. And then nothing shall stop the Piskia. Alright, no Devour, other than its bad RNG. Other than its own bad RNG, nothing shall stop the Piskia. There we go. That's what we want to see. Oh no. This does not look like correct path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eh, it might be. We were taking highest level. See where it brings us. Oh, this team gets such slower mana compared to what we were just using. It's hard to compare anything to Thrall Leprechaun. It's just so much infinite mana. This is almost nothing in comparison. Alright, no Devour, but we got all of our mana back. And, oh no, no extra turn, never mind. Let's try for it again. Ooh, 2 casts, no Devour. Though, honestly, that's pretty standard Piskia. Okay, round 3. Okay, so that's 630%, no Devour. Wonderful. Okay, round 4. There's no way you miss again. Okay, let's just go for it. Thank you, finally. Okay, now we can start playing the game. We'll take that over. We'll take that over. Go for our skull. Oh, let me. Ooh, this is gonna miss, though. Let's go for Paskia again. There's so many Devour chances missing. Very unfortunate. Well, as long as he lands the one, honestly, that's enough durability to kind of go from there. Alright, so that's guaranteed dead end over there. The other way should be door, though. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but highest level to primary path has been failing a lot more lately. Whereas for a while there, it didn't fail a single time ever. Alright, round one. No Devour, but we got an extra turn. Alright, round two. Let me take that first. Round two. Nice, we got a Devour. Now we can start playing. We go for that. No, we missed, and I don't have freeze on him, but luckily he's entangled, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's try to get another Devour, and then we'll just do the whole cycle again. I'll take our skull first, though. I want you to get full mana before I click on it. I'm just gonna click on it. Nice. Okay, that was worth it. And then we hit him with that, and that's dead. Oh wait, I could just take an extra turn skull, though. At least he's entangled, so it doesn't really matter too much. Come on, Devour. Nice. There we go. The Paskia solo. There's the door. Alright, highest level did indeed get us here. But that's the easy part. Now it's the hard part. Where's the room? Okay, let's go and analyze the board for like 5 minutes straight and figure out the most likely place for it to be. And then do the exact opposite. Okay. First, Paskia, you are in a very bad location for survival. We could almost lose this fight at this rate. Oh, that being in first slot's actually kind of good, though. Alright, we're just gonna go for this. Oh, I should have taken that blue first, though. Getting Paskia to full mana is gonna be annoying on this layout. Okay, let's get blue so we can go brown so we can get full mana on it. Oh, wait, do we have alignment now? Yeah, we can just do it on purple. So we'll get rid of all the purples. Alright, come on, Devour, go. Oh, wait, let me take that yellow first. Alright, go, Devour. Nice, exactly what we needed. We can't use the skull value from that, but we can still Devour with it. Devour again. Nice. Unfortunately, that was the damaged one. Still make that work. We'll go for red. Devour again. Come on. Okay, no Devour. Come on, Devour again. Nope, no Devour. Devour again. We'll just keep going until we get it. I'll just go for that, though. It's already killed. There we go. Okay. So, here's probably the most likely path to find the boss room. No. Alright, so we are here. Which means we only have 2 paths we can go. A double diverging path. And over here. I feel like over here goes the merchant. You have to keep in mind, though, this room is going to divide up here. So this is probably going to be merchant right over there, then. So it's actually this one, then. Yeah, I'm taking this one. This is probably going to be wrong, but I'm actually going this way. Yeah, that way it just seems too much like it's going to lead to merchant. I'll see how wrong our decision is in a moment. As long as we don't hit every possible dead end, I'll be happy. I just want to see, like, one not dead end before we've scouted every possible option. I'll go take the brown, let him skull us. It's fine, we have enough durability. You didn't even go for it. Alright, nothing we can do there. We'll take our yellow, I guess. Get our brown. Somewhere's on this board. We'd hopefully get brown alignment. I don't see any, though. Let's take a red or something. I'll take... Oh, wait, but that gives them blue. Oh, never mind. No, it doesn't, because they have the cascade. Nice. Single Devour. Can't just kill him outright. No, but we could do this. And then go for a little bit of that. And then go for a little bit of this. I could have taken that, too. Oh, I wanted that skull. I was trying to feed that to full mana. Oh, I forgot. We're frozen on red, aren't we? We're doing really bad on Devour. Honestly, I should just go get weapon to full mana and then cast it and win. Better just get skull alignment. We already have it. There we go. Hello, Ricardo. Welcome, welcome. Shiny Thrall. Could you imagine? They would never do that. You know how broken beyond belief that would be? So far, they haven't shinied any of the Mass Destroy troops, I don't think, right? Because Bork got a pet but they didn't give it shiny. So far, no Mass Destroyer has gotten shininess. And whatever one eventually does, gosh, is going to be broken. Unless they're giving it to like a 12 mana cost one, in which case it won't be that broken. It'll just be more like what Thrall is, without actually being Thrall. It'll basically be like a 2 mana cost Thrall for like 10 mana cost instead of 6. But it does effectively still make it less mana cost, like we were explaining earlier with Diamantina. So that would still be interesting. Oh, double Devour for once, thank you. There we go. So many zeros, finally get the double. Alright, do we think the boss room's over there? Do we think the boss room's over here? Based on where this path is, I feel like it's over here. It's not going to have that much room to move. But we'll go with this and see what it does. And then pick every other path after. Let's hope it's correct. Alright, we'll do that, we'll take a little bit of mana, get that almost to full. See if we can get the last little bit. I don't have a Cascade over there. Let's take a brown, just do whatever. Piskia can do its thing. We'll get a little bit of green there into blue. So we'll do that, get our Devour, or not get our Devour. We'll go for the brown convert. With the brown convert, we can, let's go into red, I guess. I think there's another Piskia. Do we want to use that Piskia? There's not enough brown. I mean, not enough green, I mean. What's your convert again? What's your second convert? Red to purple. Okay, let's go for Devour. Alright, it didn't land it, unfortunate. Let's go us. Oh, that he had Entangle too. I don't have Cleanse. Oh no, wait, our whole team is based on Devour. We got a problem here. We have no Cleanse. And if he Devours, he doesn't gain any attack. To such a point, I almost want to stall our turns. Yeah, we need to kill him. That's actually really threatening. Alright, at least we got Devour, but we don't gain any stats for it because we're Tangled. Well, we gain stats, but just not attack. The most important stat we need. We do gain all the stats, just not magic, which we never gain from it, or attack because we were entangled. What if we entangle him? He can't then do it to us unless he gets Doomskull one. There we go. We protected ourselves by disabling him. Alright, we'll do that. Get our Piskia, take a Skull Poke though. Just need to make sure we kill this all the way. Once we do, it should be a clean walk from there. And I always look at him and he just dies. There we go. Another one down. Alright, has our confidence gone down or up after seeing this room? I would say down. But we already committed partially to this route, so we're going to keep going. The sunk cost fallacy that has made us lose so many points. We're already halfway there, might as well go all the way. We already wasted 3 torches, what's another 3? Honestly, the entirety of Underspire is just sunk cost fallacy. With like every path you ever take. And we've killed everything except the most annoying thing on the team. Interesting. As long as we land 1 skull, this kills. And it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boss room. Oh, honestly, with how it's angled, this looks like a boss room. I know it's going to be a dead end, like it has been every single time. But this might be the first time we have a perfect area this week. Which we really need right now. I need this so badly. You know how bad we've been doing? This will be our first perfect area all week if it is. Let's hope so. Because we're actually so close to the point where we might not have enough torches even if we max by torches to make it at current rate. Like, we can actually just run out and not have enough. Because I was only doing the 150s and not the 300s for the first couple days. And then we started doing 300s when we were, like, absurdly behind. He just took some of my stats. I'll do purple there. Come on, Devour. He does have 2 immunes. It's actually a really bad battle to try to get Devour on. Oh, it's not going to stop me from trying. Nice, we actually got it. Wow, that was actually really lucky. Half his team had immune to Devour, and we actually landed on one that didn't. Oh, no, he got Death Mark, though. How do we go about this? I need skulls, like, right now. I almost want to deny his own green, as weird as that may seem. I kind of want to deny green, so we can then do this. So we can then do our convert. Oh, I already had alignment, though. As long as he doesn't die right here to Death Mark, we should be really good. Oh no, I don't have skull alignment anymore though. Wait, can we get ourselves skull alignment? Possibly, but what we just did not do that. That did though. Alright. Then we do that, boom. So I can't devour him, but I can poke him. Come on, pokes. Nice, 1 poke, 2 poke, dead. No! Well, since that's the merchant, let me go where I thought the merchant was, I guess. No way. No. No. What am I looking at? I'm about to buy it. What's the loot for tier 4? Oh no, tier 4 is the silver though. We can't skip it. That's the silver. It's like one of the best ones. I think I can skip 5 if I really, really want to. Let's see. Okay, we'll take that one over. Grab our mana. No Devourer. I do find it funny on the team where they could have had immune for us forever. We actually did land it pretty much immediately. Devour on them. Like on the battle least likely for us to land Devour, we actually got the Devourer. Yo, on fights where we should just be getting Devour every single time, we're not getting any. There we go. Okay, we can work with this. Why is there so much dust stuff all of a sudden? I've never seen so much dust stuff all around. Yeah, we have to make it through this section today. Very bad if we don't. Because we're actually behind a curve of even physically being able to finish the Underspire. If we don't finish this section today. We basically have to do 1 section per day now. I was like, gotta be careful not to lose fights. This team is one of the weaker ones we've had. It's not the weakest. But it's definitely on the weaker end of Underspire options we've had. Also, why am it's also even weaker now that I'm just giving him everything. Alright, oh, that doesn't help. Like, it's very unlikely we'll actually still lose, but this is one of the more likely weeks we've ever had to actually lose a battle in Underspire. And with how badly we're doing as far as room choices, this would be a horrible week to randomly lose even more torches. Okay, I only have 1 path. That does not give me confidence, but we're gonna keep going. Let's hope this is the way. Let's see. Take that one over, see if we can get something from Sky. Didn't get it, though. Also, he didn't get it, so we're kind of even now. We'll take a brown. Oh, that gives him blue, though. I saw that, like, literally as I was taking it. A little late. Let's go for it. Alright, no Devour. Can we go forward again? Not with extra turn, we can't. We can actually get a lot of red, but it's not feeding into anything. Because I'm taking blue first, so we're cascading into nothing. Everything has full mana now. Devour, go. Alright, no Devour again. They do have... Oh, wait, they do have 2 immunes, though. We have a half immune team again. Even if we get a Devour, we might get it on the half the team that has immune. Oh, did I just convert away the thing I need for his other alignment? Whoops. That's fine. This is the nice brown. As I created him a whole board of browns. Hey, Submerge actually did something for once. Wow, I forgot that even does something. I almost never get to see Submerge in action. Submerge is a really weird mechanic. Because Submerge basically made Submerge unusable. It's a weird mechanic in that it's so good yet so bad simultaneously. It's so good in that the sense that it essentially made AoE teams weaker for the rest of time. But so bad in that because it made AoE teams weaker for the rest of time, you know, there's counterplay around it. So a lot of teams just don't run it, or they do, if they are running it, they have a way to directly deal with Submerge. So Submerge is a strong effect that because it's so strong is essentially countered itself to make it so it's one of the weakest effects. Ironically. It's a strong effect that needs to be countered to such a degree that it does nothing. Is essentially what ends up happening with it. Or it has such a big effect on the meta, yet is never used because it's almost never viable to actually put on a team. So this is where I thought the merchant might be. So this hopefully means this will be where the actual room is. Because the place where I thought the actual room is where the merchant is. So that means this one is hopefully where the actual boss room is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so in 2 more we should be able to see it, which means the boss room should be right there. Which honestly, that seems like a really correct place for a boss room. We'll find out when it's a dead end. But I have decent confidence that is a boss room. And then immediately not have confidence when we see seconds later that is not a boss room. Alright, we'll take that. To skull or not to skull? We'll take skull. We get red out of it. We're gonna take brown anyways. We still get value there. I need you to get the last little bit of your mana. Oh, I should have taken it the other way in case we could have gotten blue from sky. Okay, I've been trying to keep as much green and blue on the board as we could so we can get a bit bigger cast there. So we can just double cast it immediately. Actually, let me take the other blue. I'll reduce our extra turn chance, but I'll make sure everything has full mana. Alright, no Devour, unfortunate. Okay, what do we need here? Do we have alignment? We actually do, so we'll go for that. Might as well use Hunter's Mark on him, get a lot of value from it. We'll take all that purple, all that blue. A lot of skulls. You know what? Let's go Writhing Staff. We did not land an extra turn there, unfortunately, though. And we killed the thing that had Entangled, so he could actually got a lot of value there. Luckily, he didn't. Wow, what is this thing's Devour rate? It is so bad. I hate Piskia. It's under that category of, like, really good, unpredictable troop, and I hate it so much. Same reason I don't use, like, the Wish Gem mechanic off of, Fairy Godmother. It's such a ridiculously strong troop that is just so luck-based. When it works amazingly, it feels great like that, but, there's just too much opportunity where it does nothing. Alright, this is either dead end or boss room. Can't really be anything else. Let's hope it's boss room. This is where I thought the boss room, or the merch... I thought this would be merchant, but because merchant was where the boss room was, this means this one is probably boss room then. Alright, get our Devour? No Devour. Get our Devour round 2? Nope. Get our Devour round 3? Let's see. We'll throw that down, throw that down. Like a bit of a miss. We're actually gonna take a lot of damage. Somehow it didn't really matter though. Get our Devour times 4? Thank you, gosh. 430% until we roll even 1 Devour. There it is! Yay! We didn't scout the whole floor! We did it! We did it! Success! Our luck is turning around. Honestly, it might seem like we wasted a lot of torches there. That was, I think, our lowest torch waste on any floor so far. Which is kind of sad, because I think we wasted like 4 or 5. But that is so far the lowest torch waste we've had all week. Which is not ideal, but at least we're getting some improvement there. Oh, that's a big miss. Luckily, the Entangle is going to do work there. I have an alignment on this. Yes, purple. Perfect. We'll do that. Go for Writhing Staff. Get our poke. Devour. Nice. Hey, Piskia did everything it needed to for once. We get our silver. We get our epic Volkey. Alright, let's move forward. We got 7 torches left. Oh, we might not need to spend max torches now for the next 2 days. That'll save us a little bit. So how much have we spent so far? There was 2 days of 600 or 300 for 600 total. 600 plus, wait, today's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Friday. So, 450, 600. We spent 1,050 so far. Which is more than we'd want to, but if we could get away with 2 150s for the rest of this week, by having better luck on these next 2 sections, that's honestly not too bad. That would end up being a 1,350 for completion if we can. Which, more than we'd normally want to spend, but honestly, that's still pretty good value even at that price. The problem is if we start have to throw even more 300s on top of that, then we start getting into pretty high territory. But as long as we only have to do 150 tomorrow and 150 on Sunday, we will get away with a 1,350. Which is still way more than what we'd want to spend, but also not that bad overall. Yeah, we'll take that one over. Yeah, at least it's a straight path. We can't possibly make a wrong decision yet. Hey, we never handed out the other code yet. Let me go do that. Because we're probably finishing once we clear out Underspire. So you guys go. Enjoy code. Code number 2. And there we go. Alright, what do we need here? Let's go take the blue. Oh, faction event took quite a bit longer today than I thought it would then. But I guess we did use like every last sigil we had, so it makes sense. Because we're pretty much done with faction at this point. Like we still have to do it tomorrow and Sunday, but like the amount of time we'd have to do it on those 2 days is way lower than how long we had to do it today. I will do it on purple here just to get things rolling. Get our Piskia. Get our nice Devour in there. See if we can get any converts anywhere. Let's just do it on yellow, I guess. Get all that rolling. Take the other red. Oh, I should take it to blue there. Oh, let's go for a Devour. You need to just die out. Let me just take the Skull. We have a lineman. I might as well go for it. Staring right at it. Get our Writhing Staff. Bit of a miss. Piskia Devour? No, I should just went for Skull. Still can. Purple. A lot of purple converts today. And dead. We got mail. Oh, I assume that's the redeem code. Thank you, whoever claimed it for us. Assumably Isabel. Greatly appreciated. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? We'll take our green. Take our yellow. Just go poke. Take it. Wow, a lot of staircasing going on here. We'll take the red. Or convert the red more so. And hope this works. Alright, we land an extra turn. No Devour, though. I guess we do round 2. Double Devour! The turnarounds. Look at that. Why can't you do that more often? You know how much value we get when it actually does that? And then super dead. Which I could just take in a Skull. I'm pretty sure that was already enough because the Hunter's marked. What on earth is this path? 1, 2, 3, 4 in a line. This reminds me of the very first week where we had like a straight line going down the path. Alright, I'll take the brown down. Take a yellow. Get our convert onto something. Purple? A lot of purple converts lately, though. Not this board. Not this time. Oh, yep, yes, this time. Never mind, I lied. Oh, wait, I should have waited till... Oh, we still got Writhing Stuff up. I was gonna say, we should have waited until we did the thingy first. The Piskia. Oh, so did I accidentally convert away green? Where are all my green? Why is there 1 green on this board? Wait, I had to have accidentally converted it then. Where's all my green? Oh, no, he empowered it on turn 1. Never mind, I wasn't paying attention. He empowered it already. I see what happens, because he has no mana. He empowered us, and that got rid of all of our green. And made them all purple, which will also explain why there's so much purple. What am I looking at right here? At least we can't mess up. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horizontal in a row. Technically 6, because we already know for sure the next one has to be horizontal. Like, it's not going to be a horizontal path in that sense, but you know. Like, the next room is there. So that's 6 in a row. Well, at least we can't make a mistake initially. Though that's not the hard part. The hard part's finding the boss room. The initial path is normally the free part. And this time it's extra free. As we can't even physically mess it up. It's just giving us 1 single path to go down. Please, come on, come on, come on. No, you missed. Alright, let me kill out first slot all the way just to make sure it goes down. I'd ideally want to convert, and I can, so we'll go for that. Get a little bit extra value in there. Get our 1-shot. Wow, already dead. I keep underestimating how much Hunter's Mark into a Devourer attack is. And we should be able to see the boss room already. Or not the boss room, sorry. The seal door. We should be able to see the seal door already here. So that was a really easy seal door. Literally just a straight path straight into it. Which we've seen before, and then it made the rest of the path so weird. But hopefully it won't be that bad this time. Okay, I need a brown so I can get his Devour down. And see what we do from there. Okay, no Devour. Hate to see it. Do we have alignment? We do. So we'll go for that. Hope we cascade his full mana. We do. I can't cascade extra turn, but we can cascade so much value. I think it's still worth going for. And then we go for a Devour. Still no Devour. Do we try for it again? I should probably kill out first slot first so we Devour something that actually has durability, and then we go for it. There we go. Okay, and then we just go for this. Get our poke down. Or completely miss. That works too. Alright, get a brown convert onto what? Red? Yellow? Yellow. We do that. Take a skull. Wait, why did I just take the skull to begin with? Whoops. Could've just done that initially. And, just to make sure we 100% don't mess up anything for tomorrow, let's just go use our final battle towards the door. which is a battle we'd have to do regardless of our decision tomorrow. And there we go. That'd be Underspire completed then. Well, not completed, but you know. As far as today's battles are concerned. Until we find a way to mess up tomorrow. But honestly, today was our smoothest faction day yet. We only wasted 4 torches? 5? Let me go double check. The number is pretty small, however many it is. Let me go check. After this fight, of course. It is definitely the smallest amount of torch waste all week. Wasn't a perfect run, though, but compared to what we've been doing this week, it was a perfect run. Yeah, we only wasted... okay, we did waste a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wasted 5 torches this, today. But compared to how many we've been wasting... scouting 2.5 entire floors. That's not bad at all. So we'll take it. Only 5 torches wasted. Still more than we'd want to be wasting, but far less than how much we've been wasting. Look, we're almost at 100. Normally by 100, we'd be like completely done. And we're not even through the door of the into the final section yet. And we're already at 100 pretty much. That's unfortunate. Where do we think we're going to go? There's only really 2 paths. I think I'm going to go left first. I don't know, but there's so many boss rooms already over here. Look at that. Boss room there, boss room there. Maybe they all want to herd together into like a nice little square over there. Because that'd be like a triple boss room sandwich. You know what? Maybe we'll go there first. I actually have some weird confidence in this room over here for some reason. I think we might have a triple boss room sandwich over there. And if we do, then yeah, we'll get some pretty good value from that. But anyways, guys, we'll call it there for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll hand out more codes like this. We'll have, we'll go through all the events, keep going through the faction event, keep going through Underspire. Maybe finally open some more of our vault keys. We still have 26 to go open, so do want to go see what's in them. And we'll go from there. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. There's a small chance because of the storm I won't be around tomorrow night. I'm slightly doubtful that will happen. If I do lose electricity, I feel like it'll be during the day, not during when we normally stream. But if I happen to not be around tomorrow, it's because of that. Though we should be around, similar to how we were tonight. Like, it was still like a little stormy outside, but you know, it's not really doing much at the moment. It's mostly primarily hitting like tomorrow morning, like tonight, and so I'm pretty sure even if electricity goes out, I'll be up way before we start streaming tomorrow night, so should be fine. And yeah, just normal schedule then. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.